So, coming up on the 1-year anniversary of Wendy's Life Wellness Healing House, I wanted to do something to commemorate this, right? When I first got this building, I started shooting footage of just like how it looked in the raw. My name is Wendy Whitmore, and I'm the owner of Wendy's Life Wellness Healing House here in the city of Upland, California. So the Healing House is a space where folks can come to heal the spirit, soul, mind, and body. We believe in the 360 approach here. And so when you come in this space, right, when you walk in the door, the thing that I want people to immediately feel is vibrancy, because we're about making sure that you are living the life that you want to live and that you're enjoying the life that you're living. And if you're coming here and you're seeking healing and you're seeking wellness, I want you to know that this is what we're working towards. What inspired me to start working with people, specifically and assisting them in their wellness journey, right, was that therapy saved my life when I was 17 years old. So, you know, when she brought it to me, it was a white woman. And, you know, at first I was offended. I was like, you think I need to go to therapy? I'm crazy? And, you know, she was just like, no, but you're angry. And she was like, what are you angry about? And so I started sharing the different things. I was raped by my stepbrother when I was 13. I was molested by a family friend between the ages of 3 and 4. I was also beat up by the Ontario PD at 17 years old over Christmas break when Ontario Mills first opened for mistaken identity. And so I just had a lot of stuff I was angry about. And when I really started thinking about like the benefits of being able to talk about this stuff with somebody that was impartial, it made sense, right? Like rationally it made sense. And so she pulled me aside and she was like, I really feel like you could benefit from therapy. And so I went, and it opened my eyes up as a young Black girl. It was something I had never been exposed to, right? And so I was like, wow, this is like dope. This is something that like my people can benefit from. So when I got into college, I was studying psychology and ethnic studies because it was important for me to understand how to work with several different cultures, but I still wasn't feeling being a therapist. So one of my professors pulled me aside and was like, why are you trying to fight what you're supposed to be doing? And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna be a professor. And she was like, you're not, you're gonna be a therapist. And so through the process of discovering what I knew I should be doing and knowing that therapy saved lives and that it saved my life, it felt like a natural fit. So here I am 17 and a half years later, a practicing clinician, and now I've opened up the Healing House, and it's kind of like it's just come full circle from where I started at 17 to where I am now at 42.
My name is Dominic Burrell. I am Wendy's husband. Doing things to go ahead and get to this process, it was, you know, a little nerve-wracking sometimes. Make sure that she's our own boss. Was basically the key to go ahead and do this so she can go ahead and be all right, I should say. But it's stressful. I can tell you that right now. She was up late nights, you know, get calls on things because, you know, she gets calls all day long.
I can't even put it in words. I don't even have words, God. I don't even have words, God. I don't even have words, God. Oh my God. There are no words. There are no words. There are no words. I am overwhelmed with joy, God. Oh my God, the last 2 years have been the last 2 years. This is not a this is not a woe is me. This is 2 years of just loss after loss after loss, and I am walking God just kept saying, just keep getting up, Wendy. Just keep loving, Wendy. Keep fighting, Wendy. When I started on this journey to try to own my own business space, the hoops, the roadblocks, everybody said no. Every bank said no. The small business that's supposed to help people like me. Everybody said no. But God. But God said yes. I'm sitting in mine. I don't lease it. I'm not renting it. I own this. I own this. Hey, just wanted to drop you a line and let you know that today I officially close escrow. I'm the proud owner of 1,800 square feet of office space in Upland, California. Today at 4:52 p.m., I close escrow on my first piece of commercial property. Just wanted to share the good news with you. Love you. Hey, I am packing up the office that I've been in for the last 3 or 4 years. Yeah, this is it. I am leaving this space behind and headed to a space that I fully own. Crazy, right, y'all? Crazy. Like, I'm in shock. But a little bit scared, super excited. All right, so this is it. This is how it once looked. This is the last time that I'm going to see this space look like this. And so tonight, me and my children went to go look at the space before it gets demoed and then the renovations begin. Tomorrow it will start to look like this vision I've been walking around in my head with for the last 5 years, to figure out creative and innovative ways to bring therapeutic wellness services to the community. And tonight I saw my sign up. WLW Healing House is the home. Truth Healing Evolution Counseling Services will be providing all the services, and not just traditional talk therapy, but music therapy and art therapy and yoga therapy and animal therapy. I am both excited and nervous and excited again. And sometimes I go, geez, Wendy, what did you get yourself into? And then I remember I am Wendell L. Whitmore Sr. I am Ruthie Mae Jackson. I am Aaron Hodges Jr. I am Trina Jackson and Betty Jackson and Cookie. I am Rashida. I am Janine Walker. I am Vicki Brown Harrell. I am Lucius Thompson. I am Lucille Thompson. Because those people poured so much into me, whether it was a short time or what felt like too short of a lifetime. And I pray that I'm making them proud. I pray that I'm making them proud. So I am sitting in the conference room at Wendy's Life Wellness Healing House, aka WLW Healing House. And you guys, in one day, I am cutting the ribbon with a few of my closest friends and my family. Yo, y'all. Like, I got a conference room in my own corner office, and I can't wait for the grand openings on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, February 4th, 5th, and 6th. All the registration times are sold out. I cannot wait for y'all to see just my heart. The Healing House is my heart. It's a dream come true, and I cannot wait to share my heart with my friends and my family in the Inland Empire. This space, y'all, this space is for folk who need somewhere to heal, to grow, to practice radical self-care, to hold your business board meetings. If you don't have space, you can rent space. You can, nonprofits, you now have a space where you can host your own intimate workshops and team meetings. Yo, it's dope, y'all. It's dope. Love and blessings, February 3rd. Christened on February 3rd, 2021, WLW Healing House, also known as Wendy's Life Wellness.
Are you looking for an answer that you just can't seem to find? Are you searching for a place where you can go and free your mind? A home away from home where you can spend a little time. Mind, body, soul, spirit all connect. When you're feeling down, you can come to the reset and reset, refresh your mind. Everything's gonna be just fine. If you need some healing, wanna talk about your feelings, we can do it right now. WLW Healing House. If you've had a long day and you just need a hideaway, we can do it right now here at the Healing House. Kick your shoes off, have a cup of tea. Come on in and put the weight on me. Get your mind right, set your body free. Sip, heal, repeat. Kick your shoes off, have a cup of tea. Come on in and put the weight on me. Get your mind right, set your body free. Sip, heal, repeat. If you need some healing, wanna talk about your feelings, we can do it right now. WLW Healing House. If you've had a long day and you just need a hideaway, we can do it right now here at the Healing House.
Are you looking to feed your soul? Are you trying to free your mind? WLW Healing House, a place of healing for the spirit, soul, mind, and body. Radical self-care is my specialty. If you're looking for counseling, coaching, or community, you can find it here.
I believe in her work. I've experienced her work, just transparently. At one point in time, she was our family therapist, and had it not been for Wendy, a relationship between myself and now my transgender son probably would not be where it is today, even as a man of faith. The WLW Healing House is a place of transformation. It's a place where one has an opportunity to unplug from the vicissitudes of life and all of the things that come at us, and gives us an opportunity to reset and really to reimagine what your life can be. I've personally, the room we're sitting in doing this interview, rough week. And I said, Wendy, do you mind if I just come? She's always inviting me. I said, let me come. And I thought I could work here. Started out in the conference room, and I said, look, let me come sit in this room. 3 hours later, from a wonderful nap, I felt rejuvenated, I felt inspired, and most importantly, I felt strengthened. So this place is a place of wholeness, it's a place of restoration, it's a place of reconciliation, and it's a place where one can come and be refreshed and unplug and tap into things that makes us healthy.
The WLW Healing House stands for so much. It's a beacon of hope. It is a center for community. It's a Black woman-owned business, which is absolutely everything. It stands for healing. It stands for wealth. It stands for radical rest and self-care. All of those things that we really need in communities like ours. And I'm just thankful that they are here doing this incredible work.
My name is Jalen Burrell, and Wendy Whitmore is my mother.
Hi, my name is Jasmine Harrell, and I am Wendy's goddaughter.
My name is Caitlin, and Miss Wendy is my godmother.
So my name is Tiara Jones, and my relationship to Wendy is, at first she started off as my daycare provider when I was only 6 weeks old. And when my mom passed when I was 10, she filled in basically the mom role. So to me, I call her my godmom.
The Healing House to me is a place of comfort. I mean, it's a place to go read, eat, sit, chill, you know, get therapy, have therapy, however you want to call it. It doesn't really matter. I mean, it's a great place. To me, it is everything that my mother has worked for. It is everything that she has had me help work for, and I greatly appreciate that.
I think our relationship is very special. She's very much like a mother figure to me. My mom passed away when I was 12 from breast cancer, and she's got me to the point where I am at right now. She's made sure that I've stayed diligent with my studies. She's made sure that I've gotten to see the world and go and experience so many new things. She's just really stepped in and made sure that she loved me in the way that my mom would have if she was still here.
So I would say that the WLW Healing House means to me really just like that. Like I can be anything that I want to be because she's done it, and I've seen that direct representation right there. Like I can do it. I've seen her do it, even with all the setbacks, the pushbacks. She never stopped. She was very focused, and she knew what she wanted, and she never stopped trying to get there, and now she's here. So I would say that's such an amazing thing to witness, and it's just pushed me to become even better, become a better person, and strive for my goals as well.
What does the Healing House stand for me? I think the Healing House stands for a representation of an idea that fully came to fruition. I think it stands for not letting anything stand in your way, and when you have a dream, when you have a vision, that despite what anyone says, it is possible for that dream and that vision to come true, and that your dreams and visions are worthy of pursuing because they can help so many people.
The Healing House means to me, it's a safe space. It's a safe space just because it has so many, it's not just therapy, like one-on-one, you talk to another person. It's different types of therapy, which I didn't really know there was different types of therapy until she started the Healing House process, like hypnotherapy, there's EDM therapy, there's yoga, physical therapy. It's just a safe space. especially because I know the people in the Inland Empire. I know a lot of people that do reach out to me that ask about therapy, and I immediately, healing house. I'm like, go to the healing house, like whatever that you need to talk about, like just go there and you'll be set.
So, interesting story. I have one child biologically. So my son, Jalen, we call him Jaybird. He is my only biological child. My mom started doing daycare when I was 19 years old. And I've always loved kids and really been like always thought I was going to do something working with kids. And so my oldest, Caitlin, aka Puddin' Pop, she kind of started out as like my goddaughter. And then the relationship just kind of grew to the point where like I was going to like open houses and put her in like club soccer. And so like I became like more than just like a godmom, more than like an auntie. And so it was just kind of interesting. And so because I always give reverence and respect to the biological parents or the biological mom, instead of saying my kids or my children, I would say my heartbeats. And so with Jasmine and Tiara, same thing. They're not my biological daughters. Tiara lost her mom when she was 10 years old, but she started at my daycare when she was 6 weeks old. And always a really strong bond with her. Her mom was like a big sister to me. And about a year before her mom passed away, her mom would always say stuff to me like, you always gonna have TT, right? Like TT is your baby, right? Like you always gonna have her. And so I'd be like, absolutely. And then unbeknownst to us, her mother passed away a year later. Same thing with Jasmine. I call her Chocolate Drop. She came to my daycare when she was 3 months old. Her and my mom were like really good friends because she was an older mom. And so she died when Jasmine was 12. And so again, to honor their moms and to never want to take that place, but knowing that I have stepped into that role of being a mom, I call them my heartbeats also because shortly after I had my son Jalen, I had 2 miscarriages back to back. And so I always say that although God didn't allow me to have those children, He did give me my heart's desire. And so they are my heartbeats. So why should you come visit Wendy's Life Wellness, aka WLW Healing House? Aside from the fact that like we are here for the people, right? We're here for the community, right? I mean, sometimes folks be like, well, why should I come still, right? You got to razzle dazzle them a little bit. So why should you show up to this space? Why should you allow me to be a part of your life, a part of your healing journey and your healing process? Because I'm here for you. Like, honestly, that unconditional love that I've received throughout the 42 years of my life is something that I want to be able to provide others. And I feel like specifically in the Black and brown communities, we always feel like, we're growing up that, what stays in the house, we keep it in the house, we sweep it under the rug, we throw it in the closet. But I want to make sure that people understand that we don't have to live that way, and that the healing house literally is a space where they can come and heal. So the services that we offer at Wendy's Life Wellness Healing House, we offer art therapy, music therapy, clinical hypnotherapy. We offer Reiki therapy. We offer trauma-focused therapy, as well as maternal health and wellness. I have a doula and lactation consultant on staff. I also have a holistic health coach that works with individuals with chronic illness and autoimmune disease. I have a massage therapist that is absolutely wonderful. And we also, one of the things that, you know, is near and dear to my heart is that I do a lot of work in the community, specifically with youth of color, helping them to really understand like how powerful the mind is, and that when we have our emotions and we're trying to deal with them and, you know, they're trying to like see the light at the end of the tunnel, it's possible, right? So those are some of the things that we offer here at the Healing House. It's a lot, but you know, it's still dope.
Hi, my name is Portia George. I'm a licensed marriage and family therapist. I am the house resident here at WLW HEALING HOUSE. Okay. The WLW HEALING HOUSE is very important, especially out here in the Inland Empire. There's a lot of different organizations like the county facilities, IEHP, Molina, but there's nothing that really treats a person in a whole form. Here we teach people about the mind, body, soul, and spirit, and we give them just different aspects where they can use it to their day-to-day. And so wellness is a big thing, and without being able to treat the mind, body, soul, and spirit and have an impact in the community, then people are going to continue to do the same thing. So I feel like this is a vital point in the IE to have and to actually work under and see the vision continue to grow, thrive, and make an impact.
Pastor Samuel Casey, senior pastor and founder of New Life Christian Church in the city of Fontana. I am connected to the Healing House because of the emerging and progressive work of just a wonderful young sister, just a warrior in this mental wellness work, Wendy Whitmore Burrell, who's just a phenomenal leader in this region, really.
So my name is Tori Wiesen-Cernan. I'm Chief Visionary Officer at the Youth Mentoring Action Network, and we're a partner for the Healing House. My relationship with Wendy is awesome, so I just got to start there. I respect her as a practitioner in the field, as a community member. She always shows up when you need her, and she just does really amazing work with young people, which at the Youth Mentoring Action Network we really value.
My name is Alondra Young, and I'm the founder and CEO of Lamalfe Artistry. I said yes to participating in her second chance today because I feel it's important to give back to the community and also to be a part of something special and making an impact on people's lives. I feel it's necessary to share in that because I feel like when you look good, you feel good.
Coming over and meeting with the contractors, picking out the lighting, the flooring, picking out all the different things, and then the business side of things, right? Making sure that the business component was right, that I had an HR consultant, that I had all the insurances that I needed, right? Because I want to protect my stuff. And trying to move through all of that while grieving and healing was overwhelming at times. God, it was so overwhelming. But I look at where I am now and I think, thank God I allowed myself to feel everything that I felt and not hide it and then share it, right? I was extremely vocal about where I was in this process. And my village, like, they showed up, you know, painting walls, clearing floors out, helping me stage. And I think because I was vocal about how vulnerable I was, I think that I know they're the reason that the Healing House happened.
My journey with Wendy on her Healing House, it was really nice. We went through, she told me that she learned some of the things from me by having my own business, and I taught her a lot. So on this journey, as we was going and redoing the building and her doing everything that she needed to do, was really great. We worked together. We worked on building it. We worked on putting it together for people to come in and be comfortable and be able to just sit just like they're at home and enjoy themselves with even going through the process of her just having her sessions. The journey was a lot, you know, going through getting people to do what you need to do, getting contractors and all that. So, but on this journey with her, I can say I have really enjoyed this journey as her being my daughter and seeing how she's processed and moved forward in what she wanted to do. So I am very proud to be her mom, and I talk about her all the time and push her forward. I feel that it's important for people to come and because there's a lot of things going out there in the world that people really need to come in and talk to someone else. There are times that we can't talk to our families and friends, and sometimes we need someone who don't know us. So, and they can be biased, you know. So the thing is that when you come in and talk to someone, you know, you get to know them, you get relaxed, and then you open up to them more. So I see that. I'm in therapy myself, so it's a great thing to really sit back and talk to someone and feel comfortable and start your healing. And that's where it starts. When you're able to open up and get out there and just talk to someone, that's where your healing starts. So that's why I'm glad I'm in therapy. And I would say, you know, if you're having some situations or, you know, even in your marriage or whatever, Wendy doesn't even understand that she's really helped me in my marriage just by talking to me and me being a newlywed, pretty much, as I say, 5 years of marriage and getting married at a older age, so it really helped me a lot. She helped balance things out for me. And she probably don't even know this, but that's what she did. She really balanced some things out for my husband and I. So I say it's a great thing to go to therapy, to get healing. Everybody needs healing. There's a little something going on with everyone. So, everybody needs healing. So don't be afraid to just go, get some healing, get some therapy, and open up, and you'll start feeling great about yourself, and you'll see your whole life changing.
This is year 1, so it's like sometimes it's a little scary to think about like what the next 5 to 7 or 10 years is gonna bring. The goal is to really just help my community heal, right? I feel like we've always known that situations like George Floyd and Ahmaud and Breonna was happening. Like, we've always known. Black folks, we've always known. But when the stay-at-home order was put in place and there was nothing else to see and do but watch our black bodies be brutalized and murdered for primetime TV, I think it changed some things, right? It started to make us realize that healing and being able to have a space to do that, and a safe space at that, right? To be able to come and just be vocal and vulnerable and receive unconditional love and support was necessary. And so here at the Healing House, right, at WLW Healing House, that's what I want to make sure that the community knows, that we're here for them.
Man, I'm so blessed that it finally came true for her. But this is not it. I mean, she has a lot more in store for everybody. So I just want to say I'm proud. I mean, I love you, and I can't wait to go ahead and accomplish on getting your second property and going ahead and work on that one so we can go ahead and get it to what you wanted to do.
1 year ago today, y'all. 1 year ago today, Wendy's Life Wellness. Let me see. Wendy's Life Wellness Healing House was born. On September 8th, 2020, my broker said, go pick up your keys. Can you believe that? 1 year ago today, I picked up the keys for Wendy's Life Wellness Healing House. I walked through this space and I'm still amazed that when I walk in the front door, my name is on the front door. And as I'm thinking about my 30-day sabbatical that I'll be taking at the end of this month, which I do it every single year, there's a different energy, y'all. This year, not only am I gonna be resetting so I can continue to serve my community, serve my folks, and assist those in their healing journey, I am also gonna be celebrating. I am celebrating that I was once a one-woman show and I now have 9 employees. I am celebrating this generational wealth and this legacy that I am able to leave. I'm standing in front of the tree of life, and it has all my ancestors that have passed on. The Wellness Lab, aka our conference room, is dedicated to them. I am they because their spirit lives in me. It brings me joy. When I was younger, I didn't really understand what joy was, right? Like, I always would hear people talk about like happiness and being happy. I just want to be happy. I just want to be happy. And so as I got older, I started to hear about like joy. Like, what is joy? What's your joy number? And I always equated like my happiness with something or somebody. I'll be happy if I can get this car, if I can buy this house, if I can get this degree, if I can obtain like this goal, right? I'll be happy. And then I started to realize that if I had none of those things, what would happen to my happiness? And so I started to think about the things that brought me joy and the things that grounded me. And one of the things that grounds me and brings me joy is being of service to others. I believe that I have a servant heart and I love doing things for people, for the community, for families, loved ones, friends. And so I do what I do because it brings me joy. And so regardless of if I had a house or a car or whatever it is that I do or do not have, I still have my joy and I'm still able and capable to create spaces and places for people to heal.
Listen, Wendy, I am extremely proud of you. You have pushed through. This is a testament to what healing looks like. You are like many of us who do work with people, wounded healers. And it's through your being wounded and transparent about it that we all find places and spaces where we can also find our own healing. So congratulations to you on your first year of many more years and things to come your way. You are a phenomenal woman, an amazing wife, a supporter of children that are not even your own. You're an amazing mother. You're an all right sister, a little spoiled, but we thank God for you.
I want to say directly to Wendy, keep doing your work, because as you do your work, you are lifting as you climb, and we need you to stay focused and keep thriving, and we appreciate everything that you're contributing to the community.
Yes, what I want to say to Wendy, I love you being my daughter. You're such an inspiration to me. You are such an inspiration to me. You are such an inspiration to your family, your children. I like how you have taken in other children and opened the doors for them to succeed in their lives. And it's a wonderful thing to see you involved in what you're doing. So being your mom, I am very proud. I can stick my chest out and say, Wendy, I love you.
This is something that I want folks of color, specifically black folks and black and brown folks, to know. Talking about your feelings, being vocal and vulnerable, it don't get no better than that. Because the more that we hold it in, the angrier we are. The angrier we are, the more destructive we are. The more destructive we are, the more that we can't build our communities to be the greatness that we want them to eventually rise to, right? And so when we think about our mental health and we think about why it's important to be vocal and vulnerable, think about this legacy everybody talk about they want to leave, right? And you can't build a legacy of wealth if your mind is not right. So that's how I feel. For folks who've looked into counseling or kind of been to certain spaces that are supposed to be about healing and therapy, there's a sense of it's very generic, right? You walk in and they got the black couches and they got the black and white photos. And so I particularly put this space together to heighten the five senses, right? So when you walk in, it's the smell. It's the sound of the trickling water. It's the colors, right? Certain colors are healing, they're soothing, they're grounding. You hear certain things. I usually have music going. I have a tea bar, to make sure that I'm offering them something that's not just tasty, but good for them. I've taken the time to pay attention to the detail for what it means for a full body experience when it comes to healing, spirit, soul, mind, and body. And I think that a lot of times people don't realize that healing is not just about going to counseling. Healing is going to counseling, but also taking care of your body. So we have massage therapy, we have Reiki therapy, right? It's not just about, going to therapy. It's also about participating in workshops, having a Zen space that you can be a part of. It's so many other things. I do art therapy and music therapy, really incorporating all the different things so that you're not just sitting on the couch or laying on the couch and sitting in a chair, right? You're getting a full spirit, soul, mind, body experience when you come to the Healing House. So when we talk about like losing people, right? And we talk about loss and grief and heartache and heartbreak, right? I feel like the greatest love is to be loved. And with love, there's grief, and with grief, there's love, right? They're interchangeable. And so loss is one of those things that unfortunately over the last 3 years, I've experienced in an abundance, right? Folks want an abundance of things. I'm pretty sure grief and loss is not something we're looking to have in abundance. And so I lost my grandfather in September of 2018. My mom had a mild stroke in December of 2018. And that freaked me out because my dad had had 2 strokes. And so after he had his mild stroke, he had a second one. So it kind of put me on high alert with my mom. I lost my father February 3rd of 2019, a cousin, my aunt, 10 days before my 40th birthday. And then I also lost my grandmother in December of 2019. And so I spent the last 3 years healing, right? And the loss can be overwhelming and it can be gripping. And so it's important for people to know that although we lose and although we grieve, there's healing on the other side of it. And so here at the Healing House, and just for me myself, right, as a clinician, as a therapist, I want folks to know that it's a possibility, right? That feeling of despair that I felt on February 3rd, 2019, while everybody was cheering up the Super Bowl at 4:40 p.m., my father took his last breath. But I no longer feel that despair that I felt 3 years ago. And that is what I want to help other people obtain. I am grateful that I've been blessed with like an abundance of not just like things and like objects, but a skill set that everybody doesn't have, right? Everybody doesn't know how to work through and walk through grief. Everybody doesn't know how to connect the dots with things in their life, right? Clients have light bulb moments, and it's so gratifying to be able to like be there to like see it click and to hear it and to like to hear the inflection in their voice, right? I feel grateful. I feel grateful to be able to be on the journey with others. I feel blessed to be able to witness it. I feel overjoyed most times. People say thank you to me for things, and I think it's crazy because I feel like I was given these skills and these talents, and I've been blessed with unconditional love, and it's my duty to give it to others. And so it's a joy, it's a blessing. Unconditional love is something that I never thought was that big of a deal until I started realizing that everybody doesn't have it. So my mom met my dad, Aaron, I call him my dad, when I was about 7 years old, and I was a menace. I was awful to him. I was so awful, but that's because I didn't have a great relationship with my biological father, and I know it hurts him to hear this or to hear me talk about this. I mean, but truth is truth. So I didn't have a great one. So it was just me and my mom. So when Aaron came into my life, I didn't want no part to him. Like, it's just me and my mama. It's just me and her. And so, but he stuck around. I went to school in the Valley, and he worked by the airport, LAX. And I was a kid who was doing like performing, and I would act and sing and dance. And he would drive from near LAX to the Valley for my shows, be on time, right? And then go back to work. Anything that I was involved in that I wanted to do, he was there. My mom was there, right? My mom is one of 14. I've been extremely blessed to be able to have like up close and personal relationships with every single one of my aunts and uncles. That's unconditional love. Like, I didn't realize that one of the reasons why it doesn't matter what I go through, like, I can find joy because I've truly experienced unconditional love, no matter what I've gone through, no matter what I've experienced. And so going through the process of getting the Healing House together was truly a labor of love. But again, that unconditional love showed up because my family showed up, my friends showed up. I didn't have a whole lot of money to pay folks, and they still would show up to help make this happen. So unconditional love is something that I've experienced, and it's something that I always aim to do for others.